Welcome to Factorio Space Exploration. My name is Nila. So this is the stream recap of day 53 of our streaming endeavors. And we are very comfortable up here in space. So that's very nice. Let's recap on some of the things that we did. Let's start with sort of moving away from the center. So this one is our asteroid base that we've spent the last 2 episodes building. It's actually serving its purpose just now, so until I start sort of running out of materials on Navis, then this is basically what I'm going to just leave it as it is here. I think this is the simplest thing to leave it. I will probably run out of materials on Navis, but then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Then we can start getting, like, copper, for example, might be one of the things that we could work on. Anyway, one of the big things here is this is 6.5 million. This started out as 6.9 million, so we've been farming out 200,000. We can see now, despite all the modules here, they are just not keeping up with all of this, which means we could take some of it out. Hey, look at that. Some of them actually goes in. But this is just speeding everything up as much as possible, making sure that whatever we can get out of this field, we are getting out of it. That is the maximum we can absolutely get because modules do not work. We have 20,000 here, but we also managed to bring the first one back to the base. So this one, does it have any... It doesn't have any automatic... Oh, hold on. I have to do this way. It doesn't have any automatic triggers. It's just basically when I come back here once in a while and take a look at it and feel, yeah, it's time to head out. So what we did was we got it back to Navis. We got it back here. These locations are now also taking the uranium out. Goes into this location. It's happy. It's here. It's waiting. Oh, okay. Well, it's almost out. So that means everything we've had here has already been transported all the way down to the south to this location. Wow. So we've actually consumed all of it. Yeah, I guess we've consumed all of it because how I am just not a fan of nanobots, Nixie tubes these days. They are just not working. It's like it has to be placed in the correct sequence, otherwise it just breaks. But we can see here I have 25,000. Interesting thing though is I probably shouldn't just... Well, I am just putting it in here. I'd rather have it in this field than anywhere else. So this one, 25,000. You know what? I really should have this upgrade planner and upgrade this. How would I do that? I think we'll just do an upgrade planner. Can I do this? No, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's upgrade planner that from... It's actually a bit of an issue. From this one to that one. Can't believe I haven't done that for a long time. Whoosh. That'll just give us a slight improvement. I don't know if it actually works. And there we go. That's going to be broken again. Typical. Is anything coming inbound for this one? So that's the one I absolutely need, but I don't have it. I don't get why I'm gonna get rid of Nixie tubes. So if anyone knows a good alternative to Nixie tubes, let me know. I'll throw this shit in the garbage and use something proper instead. But the good thing is we have 25,000, we have 41,000, we have all the things we need. This one is fully saturated, 10,000 here, and these are just waiting. So nuclear power is not at risk anymore. And despite that, we're actually still using a majority of our power comes from the solar panels, which is lovely. Well, this is because this is scaling down. So power is not a concern. We even have another 3.2 gigawatts of power just sitting here waiting, not even plugged in. So yeah, power is not going to be a concern on our home base. Heat shielding is the issue. I've just had a look at heat shielding just to... You know, the reason why the heat shielding is a problem, space platform is being used in stupid amounts, and one of the ingredients is the heat shielding. And I mean, yeah, it's doing something, but it's not really doing a lot. I mean, there's definitely missing. This could be optimized for sure, and maybe should. But this one, okay, it's just crawling up, and when it gets to 800. But it's just crawling upwards. But when it gets to 800, it goes in, and then it feeds into this very, very hungry location that needs to get to 24,000, and then it launches. Let's jump back into space to see if our... yeah, that's actually one of the issues. This one is... Oh, it's actually fine. It's fine. Never mind. It said it has 23,000. And that one's also broken. Lovely. Yeah. So back to our orbital place. You will notice this is where the majority of the action will be from now on. This is our beautiful train. So one of the things that was added, Timbo and Jeff made a new mod so that you can change the color here as you like. From ugly to purple. And that's of course the color we want. So this is the Angel Smelting Train. And it's default orange, but it's a custom mod that hasn't been merged into Angel's mod yet. If it will be, I don't know. And this is where I can now use this train to drive around in my space base, which is really nice. So it's just a PAX train, as we call it. If I want to fix something like this stupid thing. Right, two is what we feel is here. Oh dear. Okay, good. That's actually no. That's actually not anything. So this one is going to that one, astronomics end and energy start. This was the main topic that we spent time on here, was actually getting, let's enjoy the ride, past all of the astronomics, the blue space science, and into the pink space science that we're working on. So that's what we started on yesterday. We got a hell of a lot of progress when we all actually consider it. So this is just basically building this one, all these four things: ion spectrometry, radiation, plasma electrodynamics, polarization, and quantum phenomenon data. All for the creation of energy catalogs. Then we built the atomic data, subatomic fusion test, and quark data for the broad catalog, and then we started on this one and built the entanglement and the force field data. We haven't built the gamma ray and lepton data, but if we look at the progress here, that means we have built 11, 5 plus 4 plus the 2 here, that's 11, and I'm missing 2 of these, plus I'm missing the 4 here. So I'm missing 6, and obviously they're going to get more complicated. But that being said, there's also like big generalized things such as more plasma. Now we have all the plasma, all the proton, all the ion, and all of the particle streams sorted. So that's also nice for the entire bus that we need. And we have these, they're merging, and basically what I spent the most time on was actually belt weaving. So I have to be belt and pipe weaving. So I have to be a bit more careful in the future about how that happens. These ones, this is the very last thing we built. That's why it's still operational. There is no demand for it. Oh, and I see an issue here. Do I? Yeah. So another thing that is actually a concern is the fact that we are having this one. I think I need to make a little buffer here. I don't even know if I want to take this here. I think we just need to make a buffer. Maybe I should that one. Just check if it goes out. No, it goes on the wrong side, so might as well do this one. Right, so the point of this one is that it yeah, it is only pushing it down the line, which could be risky because we are not sure that we will have something further down the line. Well, right now we don't, so that's why it doesn't get stuff out there properly. And it is set to priority, isn't it? Yes, it is set to priority, coming from that lane into the main lane. And these ones are here. What is also important to note is that these items here, entanglement, they're only producing at 30%, so there's a lot of junk coming in. That goes back up and goes into, wait for it. I'm just gonna take this out. Don't be afraid of the tracks. No trains are operational there. Goes here and into this one, where it goes in and becomes recycled. Let me just check if it is correct. So these two, when they merge together, they will go in the correct sequence in here. That's very important. But this one can't be done because I'm missing singularity, which is something we're going to build next time. And that means we get the space anomaly. And that means we have all the things we need in here. We'll get the last of these lines up. I can't build it though. This is the reason why I can't build it is I'm going to do this one. It's because it can only be built in a neural supercomputer. Neural supercomputer requires superconductor cable that we do not have, and bioelectric data that we do not have, and advanced neural gel that we do not have. So this one and this one comes from the green, and this one comes from the orange space science. So we won't be able to do the highest tiers until we've done that, so we can leech a bit off of the path. So let's have a look at this superconductives here. One cable comes from one prototype comes from basically comes from 4 experimental, and that's why we need a hell of a lot of these. And that's one of the things we have to build next time, actually. So down here, lots of beautiful pink branches off the path. And if we just look at it, I'm going to get 2 more here. Then we get the Mark III, this one Mark III here. Then we get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then probably the Mark IV here. Get an extra one there. And yeah, that's actually pretty good. The fact that construction bots are idling means that I don't have enough up here. Might have enough. Interesting. Okay, so that means actually we are able to expand this further. So I basically think this part, which is going to be half of next episode, next stream, will be the energy science, and then we can go into the concrete-based science, the material science pack, and then lastly the biological science pack. So I'm thinking maybe like 5 streams of science building, and then interspaced with some scaling up of Navis and asteroid base. So maybe like 10 streams until we have 8, maybe 8 if I'm lucky. 8 streams until we have our space science, and with that we can start building. We can launch this giant rocket here, the battle cruiser. So with that, I think we are wrapping up this recap. It's the base is progressing quite nicely. I hope that you will be joining us for what we can say the home stretch. I don't know how far I'm going to continue after the deep base science. That is like the milestone that we want to get. How far we're going to proceed after that, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in the next stream as we are progressing into the late game of this crazy mod pack. And also I should mention, if you're just watching this and haven't been keeping up on other things, I am starting a new Satisfactory series up on Friday for the stream, and depending on when you're watching, maybe a long time ago, but most people watch it immediately. Anyway, see you guys around. Until next time, stay effective.